I have to wonder if billionaires are the new sharecroppers. I know that sounds dramatic, but I think modern day sharecropping is happening all around us. Sharecropping used to mean you had to work the land, but you never owned it. Kind of like serfs in the Middle Ages. It's kind of a way of getting around slavery, or it's halfway between slavery and fair enterprise. Today, over 40% of the farmland in this country is either owned by the corporations or billionaires or investment funds. There's a right-wing conspiracy that the Chinese are buying up all of the land. They have less than 3%. It's the corporations that have 40%. In the 1800s, sharecroppers not only had to pay rent for the land to the owner, but they also had to buy all of their tools and supplies from the owner. So the owner could reap the lion's share of profit while the sharecropper did virtually all of the work, which is exactly what's happening today when we see farmers that are being forced to buy genetically modified seeds and chemicals from the same four companies that control 75% of the world's seeds. Sharecroppers were trapped because of debt that they could never get out of, like an indentured servant. They could never get out of debt to the farm owner. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now with the farmers being in such massive debt because the cost of this equipment, the machines and the seeds and everything, they end up being, and that's why farmers, if you're wondering why farmers are going bankrupt at unprecedented rates, that's why. It's the debt burden. The federal government is subsidizing these farmers because all of the farmers' money is going away to the corporations. So effectively, isn't the federal government subsidizing the corporations? And meanwhile, the farmers end up barely able to eat, even though they are providing the food to us. They're putting the food on our plate. Oh, yeah. And so back in the sharecropper days, the laws were stacked against you. The laws were there to protect the farm owner, not the sharecropper, not the worker. Today, Big Ag has bills pending in 14 states to make it illegal to sue the pesticide company. Why? Because these frickin' farmers are all dying of cancer from contact with Roundup. And literally these bills say, regardless of the studies that come out to show how toxic and cancerous these products are,
So Trump brought drug CEOs to the White House the other day. It was like you guys were asking for Ozempic instead of affordable food. So you ever notice when voters are complaining about the price of stuff, whether it be rent, mortgage, groceries, insurance, taxes, whatever it is, politicians always pop up and they want to give you everything but the thing that you're complaining about. So the other day, Trump hosts this huge meeting in the White House with rich CEOs. It was like he was hosting like a Rich People Anonymous meeting, right? And he's talking about this deal because he negotiated lowering the price of weight loss drugs. My question is, who needs Wegovy when over half of the country is dealing with Hungovy? You don't even need a prescription for it. You're losing weight by default because you're not taking in enough calories every day. Folks are literally doing intermittent fasting against their will. But Donald Trump wants to talk to us about the price of Wegovy.